next year, 2020, as we come to 25 years since we left Beijing, after that memorable, wonderful conference, which brought together in total governments, representatives, and NGO, in total 50,000 people. It was great. It was a conference which made decisions which have never been overtaken by time and events. The 12 areas of concerns which were reached at, which include education, health, equality, peace, environment, the role of women in society, the role of women in the media, and all these other things which we decided on and which have been a landmark to the empowerment of women. It was great, and this was the work of the United Nations. The fourth United Nations World Conference on Women, which was held in Beijing in September 1995, brought together all people from all walks of life. We had worked on this conference for 2.5 years. Meetings were held at all levels, national level, regional levels, and at international levels, organized by UN agencies, by governments and non-government organizations. There was a lot of work. As Secretary General of the conference, I will never forget the opportunity I was honored to have by the United Nations to lead the preparations of the Beijing conference. As we come to 25 years, I've looked back and found that we have made a step forward. We had created a revolution, and we never go back. The status of women in society has been more understood after Beijing than any other time. I would like to commend the United Nations for the efforts it has made since its inception. 1946, United Nations established the Commission on Status of Women. And later on, in 1975, a decade was declared, an international decade, to look into the empowerment of women worldwide. After the 10 years, the world met again in Copenhagen to review the work done. In 1985, we all met in Nairobi again at the International UN Conference on Women, known as, and we came out with the resolutions of the forward-looking strategies. It's in 1995 that we came out with the platform for action, of which everyone and every nation committed themselves to the realization of equality, peace, and development. My dear friends, I would like to say that we have achieved a lot, but there is still a lot to be done, since the disadvantages of women worldwide, the discrimination of women worldwide, the non-recognition of the dignity of women worldwide has been there for ages and ages, and it will take a long time to eliminate all these kinds of discrimination and discrimination and non-recognition of women worldwide. This work we did in Beijing really requires the commitment of both men and women. We live on the same planet and we have to work together to come to equal partnership of men and women. My dear friends, as you discuss the implementation of the Beijing conference in 25 years is also an opportunity to look forward, particularly now that we have other factors which are going to influence the development of humanity. Science, the digital divide, the peace question is still roaming around us. We've seen a lot of conflicts internationally, regionally, and at national levels. We also have seen a lot of, when you went to Beijing, the vocabulary was not so much on insecurity, but now the world is becoming more and more insecure, not only for women, but also for the men and the children. I wish you the best in this deliberation.